Hi everybody, welcome back to the kickoff. Sorry I'm out here looking like Cartman from South Park, but it's freezing in Ashburn. Yet we at the Washington Post really care about our readers and our viewers, and that's why I'm standing here to give you the kickoff even though I am freezing. Well, you're talking about this team right now and what's going on. Robert Griffin III is under siege. He has played poorly for some time now, and with all the hoopla surrounding him and the things that he says and putting his foot in his mouth and his tweets and all the social media stuff that just has people basically reaching a point of fatigue with him. His performance against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was so awful that as you look forward going into the San Francisco 49ers game, basically you just want him to prove he can execute the offense at its most basic level. You're talking about a guy right now who has no confidence. You're talking about a guy right now who appears to be playing as if he's trying to avoid suffering another major injury. But he needs to bounce back to kind of keep alive his hopes of staying in Washington and staying the quarterback of this team. This is a really bad situation. I never thought it would get to this point, at least not in year 3 for a guy who was the 2012 NFL Offensive Rookie of the Year. And you need him to hit receivers when they're open. You have Deshaun Jackson, you have Pierre Garçon. Alfred Morris in the stretch zone game can get going, but you need it all to start with the quarterback, and right now the quarterback is just a complete mess. Defensively, what can we say about this team defensively? Bruce Allen, the general manager, team president and general manager, gave $10.5 million to Jason Hatcher to be a dominant pass rusher, gave almost $11.5 million to Brian Arakpo to be a dominant pass rusher, and it just hasn't worked for this team. Defensive coordinator Jim Haslett is under a lot of pressure. You would think he's on the hot seat if for no other reason he's been here 5 years and they just can't get this defense going. And, against a team like the 49ers with a guy like Colin Kaepernick, a dual threat quarterback, a guy who Robert Griffin III was compared to favorably a couple of years ago, you're going to have problems because Kaepernick can move. And if you can't get a pass rush against quarterbacks who aren't very mobile, it's probably going to be more of a problem to get a pass rush against a guy who can move around in the pocket. For the Redskins, at 3-7, with another season slipping away, you really need to show that you can do something to get the fans excited check that. Not get the fans excited, but get the fans to stay interested. And it starts with Robert Griffin III. It all starts with Robert Griffin III. He's got to show something more than he showed last week. So for the Washington Post and my buddy Mike Jones, who is not here, I'm Jason Reid, and this is the kickoff, and we'll see you again soon.